Hey, we're fixing to read about Properties of Matter, Part 2. You have your STEMscopedia out for page 66 and 67. I am going to be reading this to you. You're going to be following along. Then, as you go through this ed puzzle, you will be stopping to take notes. I also want you to number the paragraphs and then also underline and box in words like I did on here, especially if you are in my class. This is Miss Mulkey. Please listen to see if your teacher actually wants you to do this too. So here we go. Properties of Matter, Part 2. Reflect. How can we measure, test, and record different properties of matter? Paragraph 1. Hardness. This is how soft or hard an object is, can be used to describe it. Scientists use hardness in order to identify the types of minerals and rocks. Some rocks are harder than others. Talc is a type of mineral that is used to make soft powders. Quartz is a type of mineral used to make hard glass, such as the cover of a watch. Quartz is much harder than talc. So if you look at this diagram here, these pictures, it says fingernails scratch the softest minerals like talc or gypsum. That's a hardness of 2.5 or softer. So the hardness is described with numbers. The higher the number, the harder the material. Pennies can scratch minerals with a hardness of 3.5 or softer. So pennies are harder than your fingernail. Then the third picture is quartz, has a hardness of 7 and can scratch a piece of glass. We'll talk more about this later. Reflectivity. This is paragraph 2, and I don't know where the number went. So reflectivity. Why can you see yourself in the mirror when you look into the mirror? The mirror is reflective. It bounces light back into your eyes so that you can see yourself, like your reflection. Look at the two sets of pipes, metal pipes. One set is made of steel. The other is made of iron. How do you know which one is which? Steel is reflective and iron is not. How can this property help you identify the two sets of pipes? Some objects have a glassy shine or luster like diamonds or quartz. Other objects have a metallic luster like silver or copper. Paragraph 3. Magnetism. Magnetism is a physical property of some metals such as iron. A magnet may attract or pull objects made of iron toward it and can pick up some of them. Not all metals are magnetic. Aluminum, copper, tin, and gold are not attracted to magnets. Non-metals such as plastic, wood, and paper are also not attracted to magnets. Paragraph 4. Density. We did have density as our vocabulary word last time, just so that you were very familiar with it, because it's kind of hard when we get into it. Density is the amount of matter packed into a specific volume. That is why metals are dense. That means thick. They have a great deal of weight packed into a small volume. Objects denser than, that's supposed to be than water, will sink, such as plastic toys. Objects less dense than water, will sink, such as a rock or a marble. However, if you can spread out dense material over a big space, you can make it float. Boats and ships are built on that idea. A metal floats because it's spread out all over a large area. Okay, so we're going on to page 67. Still reflecting. This is about electrical conductivity. It's the ability to conduct electric energy. Materials that allow energy to pass through them easily are called conductors. Many metals, including copper and iron, are good conductors of electrical energy. Wires used in circuits are generally made of copper because it is a good conductor of electric energy. Insulators are materials that slow or stop the flow of energy. The light bulb in the image turned on in the circuit because the copper wire and the piece of aluminum are electrical conductors. The light bulb did not turn on in the circuit with rubber or wood because they are insulators and do not conduct electricity. So here you have a battery and you have wires going through the aluminum foil, connecting to the light bulb and then coming out. If this is not metal, then it's not going to turn on. So that's why they put the rubber and the wood right here. So just to show you, and we'll be doing an experiment later. Paragraph 6, this is thermal conductivity. The ability to conduct thermal energy. Pots and pans are usually made of metal because they conduct thermal energy well. The molecules in metals are very close and can transfer heat quickly to surrounding molecules. Heat insulators do not transfer heat easily, such as rubber, wood, or plastic. Materials with pockets of air are good insulators, such as a quilt or styrofoam. And last is number 7, solubility in water. Solubility is the ability of a solid to dissolve in a liquid. To dissolve means to interact with and spread out evenly in the liquid. Because sugar and salt both dissolve in water, they are classified as water soluble. Many solids, such as sand and iron filings, are not water soluble. Thanks.